So we're gonna continue where we left off in our Surge 2 campaign, trying to get to the DLC here. So I invite you to join me as we go over to that. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody, to Surge 2. Let me change our description or our game name there. How have you been finding this again? Are we close to the DLC yet? We're kind of close, dude. We're kind of close. But they make you play through like half of the campaign to get there, which I'm pretty pissed about. It's no secret, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Briefly caught you the other day when you were fighting a spider. Oh my god. That was a rough day, bro. I wasn't having a good brain day. Let's put it that way. And I don't know, are you a fan of Souls games, Night Owl? Because if you are, you know that sometimes you just don't have the right brain state for it. Custom, let me just make sure all of the settings are Gucci. Perfect. Continue. So, we're gonna go into the next area today, which is... Unless I got it wrong, the next area we gotta go to is that kind of park setting. Although I think I went into the wrong way here. Let's go! Dark Souls was the first thing I properly ever streamed. Oh, dude, really? Have you ever played Neo? I have, yeah, great game. Great game. Downtown Jericho. I don't know if we gotta go this way. I think my feeling is we actually gotta go the other way first. So we'll come back here after that. Oh, dude, I've played all of the Souls games, Night Owl. That's one of my biggest... I don't know. My biggest loves, I would say. Nothing quite like the feeling once you get into the focus zone in those games. You haven't played Sekiro yet? My dude. You should check it out, man. It's a hard game, though. Oh, for me, that was the hardest Souls game. By some margin. Don't. You didn't like it, Lucitan? I was poor when it came out and never got around to buying it later. It's just stupidly punishment? Nah, that's not true. Let's bring the volume down a little bit. Have it relax a bit. That's not true, Lucitan. That's like, you know, taking only one element of it. Oh, what the fuck is that in the distance?
Attention all units. The creature's gone berserk.
All Souls games are punishment? Well, no, you get a reward, right? Yeah, you play for the reward, exactly. Game of the Year 19? Which one, Joel? Sekiro? So, yes, there is punishment, and yes, it's very strict, but then also, you know, there's a big reward on the other side when you actually pull through and become like a way better player. It's so palpable, you know, like it's so clear that you've ascended in your level of skill.
Can you hear me?
It's insane.
I don't know who you are.
I love the aesthetics, but I get tired of losing. I get that.
We're not with the other hunter.
It definitely takes like a lot of persistence and perseverance. So I'm not saying it's easy. But what I am saying is there's more to it. There's like good stuff on the other side of the punishment. No time to ascend, I'm a boomer. Nah, come on, man. You put in dedication. Like, you've put in a lot of time into Path of Exile. I know that. What do we have in here? Just a little itemization. I'm so stubborn. I used to spend hours doing certain bosses in DS3. One of which was Medir. Oh, dude. Don't remind me of Medir. Oh, man. The dragon Medir. And the worst thing was that a lot of friends were telling me, dude, you know, that's a pretty easy boss. You just do this and this and this. Fuck off, man. It was not easy. He was so tanky. Like, it took ages to kill him. Took absolute ages to kill him. And you couldn't make mistakes. He also had this bullshit attack. At one point, he did this, like, area of effect attack that was almost impossible to dodge. And you might get all the way to the end of the fight and then die from that because it couldn't be dodged very well, depending on where you were. So,
Up ahead. You're almost there.
very shitty boss. That was like 3 hours of non-stop punishment. Yeah, I think it took me probably around that amount of time as well. Yeah. He used to be easy. I think when he first came out, you could just run under him and he couldn't hit you. But they fixed that quickly and now he's OP. Yeah, I did him recently.
I'm waiting.
And it was just, he was so tanky. That was the problem.
Guess you.
My problem with, like,
willing to share the reward.
fights in those
We'll
games
share the risk.
when they're
And
super
guide you from our
lengthy,
base.
it
Perfect
doesn't
time to
feel
join
good
this
because
shit show, eh?
the challenge doesn't come from the actual, like, oh, I ran out of battery. Gonna have to grab some new batteries here, 1 sec. So the challenge doesn't come from the actual fight. It comes from just endurance, right? Like, you have to keep the concentration throughout, like, 20 minutes or something. Luckily, I always have a steady supply of batteries for when this thing happens. Always fucking ready, guys. Always ready. Let me see if I got some battery left in these rechargeables. This is the best investment I've made. These rechargeable Duracell batteries are an absolute godsend for controllers. They may not last quite as much as like the regular ones, but they will save your ass, man, from buying stuff all the time. Oh yeah. Oh dude, I started off with regulars, like I had to buy every time I ran out.
Name's Hawk.
And you can get
Guy
cheap
that-
packs, but it's just, you know, it's ridiculous. Why would you? If you can just simply
Can't even remember.
simply have like a steady supply, right? You buy a pack of 4 rechargeables and that's it, you're set. You always have 2 ready to go. How do you suggest beating the Warden at the beginning of Surge 2? The Warden. Is that the first boss? I think that's the first boss in the detention center, isn't it, Howland? So, and he has like a little drone flying over him. So for that one, the name of the game is keep your distance, basically. Whenever you see the drone do the red line, you want to dash to the side to avoid the damage, and you only go in to attack when he finishes his combo. So you will see him, you will get to know his combo, and he's done. When he's done, he's tired, right? He's recovering. That's when you go in, you poke him a couple times, and you back off. Play the patient game. That's the easiest way. Do we have any upgrades available? Let's go. Oh yeah. Give me that juicy injectable upgrade, my dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's sexy. Sexy. Okay, let's bank these points. Speaking of Le Mans, did anyone see the film Le Mans 66 last year? Oh, was that the one with... What's his name? Christopher... No. Christian Bale. I think that's the one, right? I wanted to see that, dude. I totally forgot about it, actually. It kind of went by, and I didn't get around to seeing it. Was it a good movie? His combo wrecks me, even though I memorized it. Yeah, just never be in range for his combo, you know? Just wait until the combo is done.
I'm Roach.
Jump in for a poke or 2, and then back off. You have to be patient. Yes, and Matt Damon. Damon? Thanks, Jonathan. You really liked the movie?
looking for audio recordings.
I wanted to watch it, man. I really like Christian Bale. I think he's
Later.
really good. Basically in everything he's in. I think. Has he done a bad movie? Christian Bale? I think it's like Christopher Nolan. In fact, they do a lot of movies together, but those are two people that inspire me a great deal of confidence. It's like, yep, I know the movie's not gonna suck. Might not be the best movie. Okay, so this area, I forgot about this. We have like a bunch of these dudes. And if I remember correctly, the best way to deal with them was to just block everything. Just parry as much as you can. Come on, buddy. Oh, we missed it. They do a lot of damage when you don't get the block. So, oh, good one. Sorry, guys, I gotta focus on this exclusively. Make sure I don't fuck up. There we go. Now, oh, we can actually do another body part now. Good. Good blocks, dude. Oh, yeah. We got it. Very good. So now I think we got implants to upgrade our implants even further. Very nice. And we got the Gaia laser. That's this armor set you see on the ground. You can actually have it. And this is what I used in my last playthrough. It was a really good heavy gear set. Yeah. American Psycho. Really good. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies of all time, dude. Not many people you can say don't make bad movies. Reign of Fire, that's a bad movie. You know, man, I kind of liked it, Night Owl. I think it was like pretty cheese, but I actually enjoyed that movie. And I do remember it, by the way. You might say, oh, there's no way he remembers the movie, but I do, man. I do. It was this kind of post-apocalyptic setting. And they lived in this kind of bunker or like underground colony kind of deal, right? Actually dug that, man.
Well, well, what have we here? I thought we captured every last kid in this damn city.
Terminator Salvation. I haven't seen that one. Fair enough. Maybe that one is not very good.
So pay a shitload of money to get their mitts on you.
That's a big thing too, right? If you're an actor, it's gotta suck when you pick a project. You have to commit to it. You know, you can't be like halfway into the filming process and back out of it, right? You're committed. So even if the movie is shit and you know it's gonna be shit, you have to stick around. Oh, it's a cleaning drone. That's fun. I wish we had those in real life. But probably cleaning jobs are gonna be one of the last things we're gonna be able to automate because it's very difficult to do. Funny enough, higher level jobs are gonna be way easier to automate away. Things like paralegal work and pharmaceutical or like radiography work. That kind of stuff is gonna be a lot easier. That's not the drone you're looking for? I have a Roomba? How does that work, man? I've never had a Roomba, but it always felt like it wouldn't do a very good job. It's very rare it happens. Kevin Spacey got replaced halfway through a film recently, but I guess it wasn't his choice. Really? I didn't know about that. I knew he got into trouble, of course,
Oh, I need to
regarding
talk
like the
How
whole
strange.
controversy with like the
He won't
sexual assault
entertain
stuff.
any visitors until someone brings him that.
Even judges are being automated? Is that true? How does that work, Joel?
How strange. I'm afraid he won't. Quote.
How does that work, man?
Hey,
wait.
Like, how do they ponder over evidence, you know? Somehow you would have to give them an objective way to look at evidence, which clearly is a problem.
Oh, I need. Hey, wait.
If we were able to
I
put
need to
that
talk
in
to
an
you.
equation, we would be able to do it ourselves, which we can't. Clearly. But that will be interesting to see, man. I am on the camp of the more automation, the better. This whole idea of, oh, we don't want to lose our jobs. I just don't buy that, you know, because the more automation, the more wealth we generate for everybody, really. So there's no point in continuing to do menial jobs that can be done more easily, more effectively, and cheaper. You know, if we can automate that shit, let's do it. It just means we might have to shift some of how we value and some of how we incentivize people to do certain things. So, for example, artistic endeavors might have to be rewarded more, or like paid for more, because that's gonna be the kind of stuff that robots can't do, right? So the price for that kind of stuff probably will go up when that happens. Do judges actually decide it though? Isn't it more up to a jury? I think mostly it's up to the jury, Night Owl, but the judge can actually overrule the jury, as far as I know, if he thinks that, you know, there's something fishy there or it doesn't add up. Lost Seed. I don't remember what these are for. We'll check it out. Trench Food says, how far are you from the DLC now? I think we're basically like 2 areas away from it, Trench Food. I recently heard someone say the goal isn't to obtain a job, the goal is to make money. This person was arguing for more automation and allowing people to be more creative to make extra income. Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's not about doing work for the sake of doing work. It's about generating value, and the way in which that's presented, I think that will change over time. Like I say, we might come to place a higher price point on like art work, for example, because that's going to be harder to come by. But we'll see, man. These guys, the reason these guys are annoying is because it's very hard to chop their body parts, because they move around so much, and every time they go invisible you lose track of the body part you were looking for. Tricky bastards. This area is pretty cool though. I like how it looks. The whole park stuff. Pretty well made. Oh, we got a new weapon as well. What do we have over here? This looks like an ambush location, if I've ever seen one. Oh! Oh, dude. I've played enough Souls to see you coming. Oh! Ouch. I've played enough Souls in my day. Come at me, bro. Now, we're in risk of, like, aggroing the other enemy here. We're quite close to him. Luckily, he's got the awareness of a fucking... I don't know. Insert something that has very low awareness here. Jump attack. Oh! Woo. There we go. Ah, stay down. Merch Hound, what's up? Some people work to live, others live to work. That's a great quote. Yeah. And I'm happy to say I'm in the latter camp and not the former. The work I do as a software engineer is really exciting and rewarding. And what we do here on Twitch as well and on YouTube, it basically, you know, I've never... Oh shit, there's a robot there. I've never been as driven about anything in my life. And that's like a big statement to make. Because I love music and stuff, you know, I've done a lot of... I played in bands and stuff, but I've never been this driven and motivated. Which is awesome. And that kind of stuff, you gotta build over time, right? I know a lot of people say you gotta find your passion, but I think you gotta build your passion. It's not something that's just there necessarily. You kind of have to develop it, right? You find something you enjoy doing, so then you have to like experiment on a lot of stuff to find what you actually like, but you gotta find something you like doing enough to power through all the hard work that it takes to be good at it, right? Because a lot of times you might like something, but there's like tedium. It takes a lot of perseverance sometimes to become good at something, right? So finding something that you like enough that gets you through those like hurdle moments, I think is really important. And then over time, just build out that passion, man. Nice helmet, by the way. Oh, thank you, man. I think it looks dope, right? We recently changed our gear set. I think it looks pretty cool. Going for a light, very mobile, very agile kind of build. Sorry, I missed some of your messages, guys. Night Owl said there's some countries that have basic income which they give to every citizen no matter who you are. This frees up the opportunity for people to actually concentrate on doing work they actually want to do or couldn't afford to pursue otherwise. That's right. I think that's the biggest strength of something like basic income, is that it's not that it gives you all the money you need to survive, but it gives you enough that you can choose what you do with your time, even if it doesn't pay like super well. And so, you know, I think I'm overall in favor of it. It depends on the implementation. Like every country has a slightly different flavor of it. We could talk about what Andrew Yang is trying to do in America is interesting. There are some examples in Europe of trying to implement that. Stay still. Okay, good. Here we go. Oh! That's a lot of damage. Get him. No! There we go. Woo! That was a little tight, man. The awareness of a Trump lover. What was that? The basic income idea is amazing. I think on paper, the potential of it is incredible. But again, it just comes down to how you implement it, right? Like many of those cool ideas. I used to help homeless, says Howland. I used to help homeless people find homes and jobs. I'm a proponent of basic income. Cool. Night Owl said, I have zero idea how it's funded, but it's a great concept. Would hopefully help things such as homelessness. Yeah, I think so, dude. And the other thing it would help with is just how stressed everybody is, you know? Like the average person is so busy with thinking about how to make ends meet and how to get to the next month in terms of paying rent and things like that, you know? Like a lot of people are totally absorbed in that they can't think about anything else, right? If you're totally just worried and, you know, you have this agony, am I gonna make it to the next month? You're not thinking about higher level stuff. You're not doing math. You know, you're not doing fucking quantum physics or anything. So, or, you know, making music or art. So I think the more we can facilitate people not having to worry as much about just surviving and doing higher level stuff, I think that's going to be a huge boon to everybody, really. So I think, yeah, I think basic income is going in the right direction. Again, don't know necessarily if the approach that any particular people are going for is solid or not, but in principle, it's a good idea. I think this takes us back, doesn't it? Let's see here. Yeah, this is a nice shortcut. Okay, good. So if we have to come back, we can use that. Very good. Woo! Love these little shortcuts. Very nice. Let's check out the room over here. I will take that. Hunter's keycard. Very good. How are these balls floating? 2 floating balls. Oh. No. You haven't seen me. Stay still. Stay still. Here we go. Easy does it. Easy does... Oh. Okay. I didn't get the backstab. Here we go. Oh god. Oh, there's 2 of them. Get wrecked and die horribly in a fire. Oh, that was so tight. The butt clench was so intense. Oh, oh. No! Oh god. We have no heals left. Oh! Here we go. Oh, get out, you fool! Holy shit. Get him. Yes! Enemy has been felled. Very good. That's what she said? Wow. Jeff Koons exhibition. Right. Okay, good stuff. So I think we got everything we needed from there. Let's keep going. Just downloaded the first Surge on PS4. It's currently going for $3.99. Oh, that's a good deal, man. I hope you enjoy it. I didn't like it as much as I like this, for sure. But it was still a pretty decent game. Repeller tower activated. So basically in this area we gotta activate 3 of these towers. That's our mission, should we choose to accept it. Bonus points for anybody who gets that reference. Are you guys in the camp of every movie from the 90s was on average better than any movie from nowadays? A lot of people seem to be of that sort of mind. Like everything that was done before is essentially just better as a movie than what we have today. Where do you guys stand on that? I'm skeptical because I think first off, we're not very good at looking at stuff objectively. So whenever you make a comparison like that, you're thinking about other, like older times, probably better times for you in some sense, like you were younger, you know, more jovial and enjoyed things more, maybe. It's very hard to decouple the two things, right? Like when you remember things from being a kid, everything seemed great as a kid, probably because you were a kid, right? Everything was fun. What do we need for these? I don't understand. Oh, we need 3 like head implants to be able to do that. Damn, dude. We actually need a lot of stuff we don't have. Okay. Well, let's level up then. There's some amazing recent films. Yeah, I totally agree, dude. I agree with you. I think this question stems from today. They just keep remaking movies from the 80s and 90s. No original thought right now. I mean, that... I get that we have a lot of remakes, but we also have a lot of original movies, right? There are examples of that, but I can't use it as a rule. Yeah, I think that's important. Like, understanding that, sure, there are examples of that, but those aren't... you know, there's no, like, scientific thing where you can say most of them are. And to some extent, we're biased towards finding those, you know? So... We remember, in other words, we remember all the times that that was the case, and then disregard a lot of the times that it wasn't the case. And we have this skewed perception of that kind of theory, I think. I think that's what happens a lot of times with that sort of thing. Should we try dropping down? Let's see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Let's see here. I think we're just gonna die if we go that way. We're gonna die! This takes us back all the way around. Excuse me, sir. Passing through. You just need to go off the beaten path. Mainstream films were better than before. Were better before. Interesting. Well, I think to some extent it's just the trodden path, right? Like, a lot of stuff has been done many times already, so you kind of have to find new stuff to do, or like new ways of doing it. Performing a finishing sequence restores health. I like the sound of that, but we don't have enough energy. Increases damage dealt to humanoids. We're not gonna do that. Killing enemy grants stamina. Not necessary. While the energy... Oh, nope. 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 Increases core power. Can't really use it. Oh, actually, we don't have a bunch of stuff here we can use. Killing an enemy grants stamina is not the worst thing, but we don't have enough battery for that. Stamina regeneration. Okay, sure. We'll take that one. And guys, I'm gonna take a very short break to get myself a tea. So we'll be back in about 4 minutes. I'll leave you with one of my tunes, and I'll see you on the other side. Be right back. To jump in a week, I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching on the ground beneath your drone. Kill yourself for recognition, kill yourself to ever Welcome back, everybody. Got my tea with me in my basil mug. There we go. How's everybody doing? Once upon a time, popular Hollywood cinema was based on scripts, not sequence choreography. I think I'll show off and have a Korean banana matcha latte. I understand the meaning of those words individually, Joel, but in combination, I'm lost. Cheers. I love that song. Yeah, man, great song. High and Dry by Radiohead. Stupid remakes? I don't think they're stupid. I enjoy some remakes. I just think that you're right in the sense that we need, you know, original stuff. Sorry, I spilled some of my tea here. Need a tissue. You know, it's important to do original stuff too and not use the remake stuff as a crutch, which I think some studios do. So I'm weary of that as well. But there's plenty of original stuff, guys, you know? Pray tell, Johnny, where did you get that fine mug? Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Joel. This is something you can get amongst the myriad basil items over at the merch store. And it's a beautiful way to support the channel. The proceeds go straight to Basil's treats. We can have Basil come on and say hi as well in a second. And I really appreciate it. Also, you get something dope in return. I'm really happy with all of the merch. I've bought every single piece of merch myself to make sure the quality was good, and I'm happy with it. So thank you for asking. I appreciate it. So let's get ourselves back into the game. Okay, gonna have to stop that. Also nice song, but we got stuff to do. Got stuff to do. So, because today's theme is Twitter, let's talk more about Twitter, okay? The next thing I want to talk about Twitter is... Did we die there? What happened there? I think we died, didn't we? So, the next thing about Twitter today is this tweet that went kind of viral today about this. So, this was like a pretty big streamer that was saying things like I'm gonna paraphrase here, and I'm not really gonna mention who it is because the point of this is not to, you know, call out anybody. It's just to talk about the ideas there. But she was saying something to the effect, this was a clip of her saying, you know, I've been here for over an hour and we've had no new subs. And there's so much wrong with that I had to reply to it. The entire thinking that shows is backward. You're on a free platform, which is Twitch. It's free, right? So people don't have to pay to watch. To the extent that people do, it's because they want to go the extra mile and support you beyond what's required for them to watch you. So insofar as people even want to sub to you, that is absolutely extra, and you're not entitled to anybody's money. Just in the same way, we don't shame people if they don't donate enough money. We don't tell people what they should do with their money, right? We're not entitled to that. It's a free service, Twitch, and again, to the extent that people even want to give you money, that's, you know, very much appreciated and totally helps, of course, the project and you be, you know, I guess, successful as a streamer. But if you depend on sub money, that's a business model problem you have, because sub money is volatile. It goes up and down, and you should have a business model that accounts for that. And if you don't, that's your responsibility. You need to take ownership of that problem and find solutions for it. The solution is not to place some kind of obligation on your viewers to give you money. So that's kind of my hot take on that. Show boobs, it works. Well, it didn't work with her in this case. TMG Penty, what's up, man? I would love to help everyone from the Discord, but don't have the money, so I follow and watch when I can. So that's the thing, man. That's gigantic. The fact that you're here and you're chatting and you're choosing to become a part of the community over all the countless other options available to you in the free market of ideas. It's insanely powerful, right? And for people who want to go beyond there and then also contribute monetarily, that's highly appreciated. But again, it's never acceptable for you to kind of take for granted all the shit that people do that doesn't involve money for your channel, right? So anyways, that's my hot take on that. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. That was highly polemic today in the Twitter sphere, in the streamer Twitter sphere. And again, the point of this is not to call out the person. Please don't go like, you know, to her channel and spew hate on her. This is just to discuss the ideas, right? And why I think it's a unproductive way of thinking, unproductive way of going about it. If your goal... Oh, shit. I didn't know you had that attack. If your goal is to get more subs, that is absolutely the opposite thing you want to do. Joel, thank you so much for the 100 bits, man. I appreciate it. So, if you want to get more subs, here's the last thing you do, guys. You ready? The last thing you do is call out people for not giving you subs, right? I could be wrong. Listen, I've been wrong before, right? But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that, oh shit, that's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that everybody that was there in that chat room when she said that had the opposite, I guess, were less likely to sub to her. Way less likely. Because that just puts you off, right? It was not a productive way of going about it. Night Owl says, I seen this, it was awful. It's such an entitled point of view. Yeah, and again, I'm not saying anything about the streamer. Maybe she's great. I'm just talking about the idea there. So, not everyone can afford to support monetarily, and let's be honest, the most valuable thing in the world is time, which they already given you. Exactly, yeah. So, that had just a nasty connotation that the fact that people were there in chat meant nothing, and that, that's pretty rough. So yeah, that was a rough take for her to go for. Do a body painting show or ASMR. You need to provide content which is worthy or support and of support, and if you're being toxic towards your community, then why should they support you? Yes, exactly. And that's the question you have to answer yourself as a content creator. Why should anybody support you in any way? Why should anybody... What is the value you give? What is your message? What is the value you give to people who choose to spend time with you? And if you're, and that's a bit of a journey, right? I'm not saying you need to know that totally in advance. But, that's one of those, like, big decisions you have to make. What is going to be your brand? What do you want to be known for? What impact do you want to have in the world? And yes, we have an impact in the world, guys, okay? Even if you don't do any YouTube, what you do impacts people. And even if you don't impact the world at scale, you're still having an impact in the world. And we can be purposeful and deliberate about what we want to be known for at any level and what it is that we want to provide as value to people. So It means more to me to say, how is your day going, Howland, than giving me money. Interesting. Where is our souls? We lost our souls. Oh, we didn't have any souls this time. Okay. We're gonna do it this time, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be the best attempt. Oh, shit. Shit. Here we go. Oh, good block. Now, with all of that said, I'm a big believer in self-growth. So I totally believe that that person can kind of, you know, after being called out on a bad idea, that person can grow and, you know, evolve, right? If you think back to some of the ideas you held as maybe a 20-year-old, oh shit. You know, some of them were probably pretty bad ideas, right? So people can evolve. We shouldn't just totally cancel people directly. Give them the opportunity to show that they're willing to improve and grow, you know? This is a new shortcut. Oh yeah, nice. This links back directly. Very nice. Do we have any itemization over here? Probably not. I got on Twitch because I get lonely. That's why I say that. I have a job that gives me money. Fair enough, man. Yeah. And I think that's the best way to start, is with a regular income of money, so you don't depend on donations. You don't make yourself a charity case. Nothing wrong with charity. I do charity all the time, but I don't think that's a good business model. It creates a weird dynamic, doesn't it? If people in chat know that you eating depends on them giving you money, it creates this weird dynamic that I'm not a fan of. Night Owl said, let's be honest, we'd all love to have thousands of subs, but as you said, subs fluctuate, so you need to find ways to finance your content outside of streaming, whether that's through sponsorship or education or maybe even merch. Yeah, exactly. You'd hope she'd learn from this experience and grow into a better person, but if she continues to behave as she does now, then she doesn't deserve any of the support she gets. Yeah, I think that's right. I think everybody deserves the opportunity to grow, but at the same time, it's fair for us to recognize when somebody's not taking that opportunity. And it's like, you know what I always say, oh, you should meet people with compassion, with kindness. That doesn't mean that you need to be kind to them infinitely, right? If they're a douchebag to you, then they've not taken the opportunity that you offered them, and you should recognize that. So like the first time you meet someone, definitely, like I typically say, I would try to meet them with compassion and kindness. I think I'm gonna die to this man. But if they sort of prove to you that they're not worthy of that, then yeah, sure. Makes sense to kind of remove that. Oh, he's a very powerful enemy. Maybe the most powerful we've ever faced. But he's not ready for my limb extracting abilities. My ideal would be 10 to 15 users so that I can keep up with the conversation. That's a good number, yeah. Yeah. That's what she said. It's like when you raid people on Twitch and people 100% just ignore it. It's not something you'd ever consider doing again. Exactly. Oh man, that's so off-putting. It's so weird too, because you don't quite know if it's like they don't appreciate it, or maybe they didn't notice it and they're just like terrible streamers who don't notice like a big raid. The other thing too, man, is follower only mode. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm part of a raid and we go into a channel and we want to kind of hype it up, but it's like follower only mode, that's a big turn down for me, man. Or turn off, I guess. Like, if you force me to follow you, to even be able to communicate at all in your chat, that just puts me off from talking in your chat at all. I don't know if everybody is the same way, but we talked about it the other day, but like going into someone's channel after a raid only to find follower only mode is a big no-no for me. Well, sub only mode is even worse. Yeah. I can understand if people have been experiencing lots of bots, trolls, hate, they'd have follower only mode, but at least explain that via titles and mods. I get the reasoning. So here's where I might disagree with some people. I get the reasoning why you would do that, but I think Twitch has enough tools for you to deal with that shit. Let's say that, you know, somebody jumps in your chat and is clearly a troll. You just ban them. And you make an example of them. You show your chat and everybody that you're willing to stand up to your rules. That person, you know, was against the rules, was a dickhead against the rules. And you show that you're willing to enforce your own rules. So out of something annoying, you create something positive. You know, you take the opportunity to show people your commitment towards your own rules. And there you go. That person now can never chat in your chat room again because you banned them. So that person is gone. You've effectively erased that person from your Twitch universe, so to speak. Look at the power you have. Think about it. That person can never chat again in your stream. So, sure, if you got like 50 of those coming in every stream, you might consider some other solutions, but let's be real, most people don't. Most people have the one douchebag that comes in and it affects them in a big way, and they decide to put it in follower only mode. I think to a certain extent, you have to learn how to not be affected by something mean someone says. You know, someone comes in and says, "Oh, you don't have hair." Okay, that's something, you know, you're sort of stating an observation. It's something that, you know, I'm born into. I don't have much control over. It doesn't really affect me in any way whatsoever. If you want to talk about something that I have control over, that's a more interesting conversation because maybe I can do something to improve there. And and I'm always interested in that. But if your level of contribution is that, I will just block you and be done with it, you know? And that will be great. So, again, I don't see the problem with that. I don't see what mods or banning doesn't provide you in terms of tools. And I kind of disagree with the follower-only mode. But I'm not a girl. I know girls get more issues than probably I do, so I'm not saying it works for everybody, but take it for what you will. The Swamp Donkey, welcome back, man. Woo! Sorry, I was a little bit distracted with my rant and with not dying. Oh, oh, oh! These dudes are very quick. Whoa, that was stressful. Sorry, let me catch up with some of what you guys were saying here. I see you found the secret glory hole of the DLC. I have not. Actually, we haven't started the DLC yet. We're still trying to get to the DLC, man, which is annoying. At Night Owl said it shouldn't be a permanent fixture of a channel. Obviously, don't have it permanently on through... though my girlfriend once got raided by a bunch of sexist, racist trolls from 4chan, So we had to put it into follower mode only. Sure, I get it, man. It's a tool available to you that makes sense sometimes. But let's be honest, 90% of the time, that's not needed. Most of the people advocating for follower only mode are people with, you know, around maybe 10, 15 viewers. And at that level, it's so easy to just control and by banning or timing out, that kind of thing. So I think there are better ways to go about it. But everybody's their own master. Everybody's a master of their destiny. Swamp Donkey says, I'm a woman trapped inside a man's body. No, wait, that doesn't sound right. Well, if it's your thing, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know it's a problem, but you understand. You do you, man. It's a free planet. I have not seen this area yet. What are followers? I'm a master of something, just haven't figured it out yet. We're all in the same boat, man. Oh, I thought we were getting attacked. A little bit of a panic. Oh, I hate that. That's so unfair. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Oh. No, no! Oh, that hurts so much. Oh, get out, get out! Oh, shit! Balls! Attacked by a tree. I was too jumpy, man. Cheers, everybody. It was kind of him to wait for you to get ready. It didn't feel like he was waiting for much of anything, man. It felt like I was getting taken down. How's your day going, Swamp Donkey? I think you're in your lunch break, aren't you? Aren't you? How's your first day at work of the week? I have 3 days off this week. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Super excited about it. Let's take this shortcut. My dad is coming over. It's gonna be a great time. It's a great time. Great time. We're gonna run past. We've already proven ourselves by killing those enemies. Maybe not this one, but it's okay. The only problem with this strategy...
No. Don't do this to me, man. We were gonna make it out of here together.
The only problem with this strategy is we've now effectively aggroed the entire jungle, which is a problem, admittedly. But I think we got a new shortcut. New shortcut? Yeah, new shortcut. Good. Let's reset the area. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Woo. It's going okay for work. Do you like your work, dude? I'm off at least one of those days, so I might be able to catch a stream again. That's awesome, dude. So it's been good hanging out with you. I appreciate you being here today. Very cool. Let's pop that there. Do we have any available upgrades? No. Okay. Jungle aggro. At times I like it. Other times not much. A little jungle aggro. Would you guys ever go for something adventurous like sex in the outdoors with your significant other? Would you go for that? Always good hanging out. I appreciate you, man. It's really been... I know it's a bit cheesy, but I really appreciate some of the new people I've met, like yourself. Really kind of expanded my horizons with all of like the camera work stuff, and it's been super cool. I really appreciate it. Oh, a lot of dudes. Oh, you dickhead. Oh god. So many enemies though. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. There's a second dude. Yo! That's unfair. Oh. You gonna do me like that? Good dodge, good dodge. You're in the Matrix. You see it. Get it. Oh! Good man. Stun him. Go back, you fool. Oh. You need one hit for the heal. Gotta be very deliberate. You're gonna block. You didn't block. Max butt clench. Engaged. We've died. He's the most powerful enemy we've ever faced. Can't complain too much. I'm sitting here chatting with you, so work can't be that bad. That's what I say. Can't be that bad. Is it a warmer day or is it raining? It's not warmer, but it's not raining. It's been like a chilly day. In fact, yesterday we had a little bit of snow setting in London, and in the morning you had like this kind of coat of snow over everything. That was quite nice to look at. Being in the UK outside seems rather nippy. Yes. Okay. Wait, you're British, right, Night Owl? Help me out with this and be real with me. Do they call it nippy because your nipples are standing out in the cold? Is that why they call it nippy? Be real with me. A moving car was more exciting than just outdoors? Oh yeah, we were talking about sex outdoors. Right. And Infamous says, big yes. I think that was regarding that question. A moving car was more exciting than just outdoors? Like, wait, hold on. Joel, you don't have to give us all the details, but were you driving? Is that what was going on? That brings me back memories of Herc in Far Cry 5. Love to feel the wind on the taint. That's right, I remember the taint from Far Cry. Oh, he meant in the scenario. Oh, like that's why you were saying it was chilly out in the... I think you're right. If it's too chilly... No, I think you're right, Joel. It would be very nippy, wouldn't it? I think you would need... I think you would need a very attractive partner to pull you through that. You would need a lot of incentives. Come back, come back. Come back to me. Die horribly in a fire and watch your dog and family die. We know the statue is gonna activate, and I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. Hello, sir. Thank you for your offer in the free market, but I would rather not. If I had the choice. Also, I think nippy might have to do with nipples, but also I think it relates to frostbite and how cold can be like biting on the skin. Okay, it's probably more that. But then again, it could be nips. Yeah, Swamp Donkey, exactly. It's probably nips, isn't it? Probably nips. Do you guys call it nips? Somehow it feels weird to call it nipples, like the full word. I think nips is a bit more friendly. But the reason I'm not target locking on these guys is because they disappear, so I need to be super nimble. Just get in like a couple attacks when we can. Oh shit! I wasn't ready for that move. Oh no! The chain attack. Wow! He's so good. He's so good. Nip nops. Nippy isn't to do with nipples. Exclamation mark. It's one of those words that just fits. Nippy also can mean fast or quick. That's true. Kill for Chronic, welcome back. Saved up enough and finally got my very first gaming PC last week. Sorry, super stoked, had to share. Fuck yeah, man. Congratulations. Enjoy your new system, my dude. I would love for you, actually, I would love for you to join our Discord and share a picture of your new system with us, man. I love to see other people's systems. We also share pictures of our pets, our foods, and talk about the stuff that excites us on a daily basis. Everybody's welcome to join. Unless you're a douchebag, in which case you're welcome to join and then get kicked. Sorry, Johnny Office got crazy for a moment, had to turn the stream off. Gasp! The stream was turned off, ODM. Impossible! You may not hit me this day, sir. There may come a day where the hearts of men are filled with fear and they tremble in the face of the enemy. But today is not that day. This day, we fight the invisible man and we win. Come for me, invisible man. Did you guys see that movie, The Old Invisible Man, with Kevin Bacon? Bacon. That used to be like one of the movies I loved as a kid. Come on. Come back, buddy. There we go, right? We got him, okay. There we go. Good. A dog can be nippy too? What does it look like for a dog to be nippy, Trench Food? Is it that they're biting you quite a bit? What's the deal there? I'm in Discord. I'll post a couple pics when I get back. Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate it. Nipping has everything to do with nipples in Texas. That seems about right. TMG Penty. And Penty, how is it going, man? I know you're a streamer too, but I haven't been able to catch any of your streams lately. Band. There's a new one out this year, you think? Oh, true. Dude, now that you said it, I remember there's a trailer. There's a new Invisible Man in town. He's a private dancer, parried for money. That's not how the song goes, but you get the idea. Give me another parry. Oh. Give me it again. There we go. He's in there. Oh. That's how you do it. Oh, he's got a kick? Oh, that's such a cool attack, man. Oh, no. He slapped me. Oh! Double slap. Oh, no. That's bad. Oh, no. Gotta be more careful. Wait for him to do that and then go in. Couple hits. Take it easy. You got this. You're in the zone. Oh shit. Not in the zone. Wait for the shield slam. There we go. Give me the shield slam. Good. Take it easy. We didn't block it. Balls. Balls. We need a heal. Panic mode. Here we go. Yes! Get fucked. I think the small yappy dog. You can't have a big nippy dog. True. Hollow Man. Thank you, Fat Ines. Hollow Man. That was such a great movie. I wonder if the new one is gonna be like the same plot or... Like, is it just a remake, essentially? Big ol' lips. Haven't streamed a ton. Should try Monster Hunter since I'm loving it. Yeah, man, that's a good streaming game. We've done it a bit here as well. Nips are nipped nippily by the nippy weather when in the nip. How did I do, Joel? English is a confusing language. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many like different meanings to different things. That weapon we picked up there is easily my favorite weapon from my prior run. I'll show you. The Gaia Lancer. Lancer for money. It's so good, guys. Look at this moveset. Almost instant recovery time. Super quick. Good range attacks. You have a gap bridging move with that. It's very, very good. Let's take a look at the damage here. 184 versus 171. So this one might be better DPS because it's faster, but definitely gonna keep the other one in the back pocket. Die. There we go. Pork chops. Hello, sir. Would you like a new cable provider? Excuse me, sir. Come back here. We're offering a great package. You only pay 50% for 3 months. And then you're stuck with it forever. And pay more money. Did I do it wrong? Isn't that how they sell it? I'll take 2. Yo, what's going on? That looks like there's some kind of hidden item for me. Looks that way. Private dancer. Oh, look at this. This is like one of my favorite additions to the game. These symbols that players can place, they so clearly indicate meaning. You know, like compared to Dark Souls, you kind of had to guess what the annotations meant, but these are so clear and so helpful. Reclamation Buddy, new implant. I find those deals so annoying. The ones that are like, oh, have the service for like 50% for a year, and then you're stuck with it at full price. No. Why would I want to do that? That sounds like a terrible idea. The Dark Souls ones can be funny though. They can. I think maybe that's part of the charm. On the other end of the spectrum, because you don't know what to expect or if you're being trolled or not, it's like there's a certain mystery to it that's pretty cool. I think this is going to be a boss encounter. So before we go there, let me just work out if there's some kind of shortcut we can unlock. Let's see. Oh, dude, if we could open that door. We could open that door. Okay, it looks like we have a quick way back in case we die. We'll see how it goes. Try try finger, but hole. I used to find this too often. Yet there are some great ones.
I'm not leaving any witnesses. Die!
Die! Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. I'll just let you know, I have a lot of stamina, bro. We got hit immediately and died. Listen, my real power, here's what he doesn't know, right? My real power is that I'm immortal, okay? If you think killing me once is enough, you're sorely mistaken. I will come back, just like your cancer. Sorry, that got a little dark, didn't it? By the way, have you noticed how some of our organs, like for example our heart and a few others, can't actually get cancer? Have you guys noticed that? You guys noticed that? Some parts of our body actually can't get cancer. And that was like an evolutionary thing that happened. And the trade-off there is that those parts don't regenerate as well. Like your heart, for example, doesn't have any like regeneration capability, essentially, compared to our skin. So our skin is able to basically regenerate, right, to a certain extent, but our heart can't. And there's an evolutionary reason behind that, which is that because it can't, we also are immune to cancer in our hearts. There you go. Trivia of the day. I bet you didn't know that. Isn't that pretty cool? Oh. Holy shit. He's a very powerful enemy. Good dodge. Oh, man. The stunning thing can really just eat a cock. Basil, come here and give me some attention, buddy. Let's see if we can get my cat to come up and say hi. Basil. Oh yeah. It's treat time, buddy. Let's go to Basil Cam. Here's the treat. Okay, you guys ready? This is the treat. Oh! There he is. It's Basil. Oh, you saw the shadow? Good boy, buddy. Good jump. Yeah. You can stay here if you like. He's so cute. I know. Oh. That's right, buddy. It was a good treat. Yeah. You can stay. You can stay, buddy. Let's do a very Basil-centric camera here. How was your day, buddy? Huh? Tell me about it. During tea break, we should have a gathering the factoid corner. Yes, we should share random facts. Good boy. Okay, we're gonna do a Basil stream. Just gonna be Basil there on the camera. We, in case you hadn't noticed, we died again. I just thought I would highlight that fact. But we got an easy run to the boss, at least. 60% of cat owners would rather spend time with their cats over their family and friends. Is that true? I don't know if that's a scientific study, Joel. I don't know to what extent that's reliable. Luckily, I don't have to choose. It's not an either-or situation. Here we go. Oh, I hate that. I hate that very much. How dare you go invisible on me? Oh, that's illegal. You hit me with that? Oh, good parry. He's a master. He has mastered the weight. Oh no. Caltrops. Here we go. Don't go into the mines. Very important. Oh, good parry, my dude. Punish him. Hard. Oh! Good dodge. You're in the zone. There's nothing but you and that dude's sword. That sounds wrong. Oh. No! Oh. Rip. Ranch Hashburns. What's up? Welcome back. I don't know, but I usually end up hanging out with both. This looks more fluid in combat than Surge 1. It is, man. It feels a lot more fluid. You should pick it up. I think it... Wasn't it on Game Pass? Surge 2? I would really recommend it, man. If you like Souls games, this is a very fun game. That was tweeted by Kwai yesterday. Interesting. Is this a Soul Calibur reference? Have you made it into the DLC yet? How's your day going? I have not. Which is kind of ridiculous that it's taking us so long, but we're doing our best, man. I just bought it in Season Pass yesterday on GOG. Excited for it. Want to finish one first. I don't know if you have to finish one first. A lot of people like myself didn't like the first one as much. And the story doesn't really hinge on it, so feel free to just skip it, man, if you're not enjoying it as much. I don't know, this is just a lot more fun, you know, for me. That attack is nasty, dude. Oh, ouch. Oh! Get away. Oh, no! Wow, that attack is brutal. Woo, that's a little rough. That is a little rough, man. Oh. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna chat for a little bit, and that will be it for today. I think that's all the Souls action I can take. Hello, Basil. Yeah. Good boy. He needs a little vaccination, right, buddy? We have a vaccination this week. Oh, you want to fight me? Battle me, buddy. Let's go. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's put some music on. We'll have a nice little chat before we call it a day. Getting to the DLC with Bennett fucking Foddy. Have you guys played Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy? I actually played that. I got some ways into it. I didn't finish it. It was too frustrating. My cat does that to me all the time. I don't think I've ever won. The little tussle. I got to the stupid orange and quit. I remember that. Yeah. It was so frustrating, dude. My day's good. Just woke up from a needed nap. Very good, man. Very good. I've heard people say that the first Surge is their favorite game. I'm intrigued by that, so we'll play it first. Interesting. That's cool, man. I hope you enjoy it. Will you let us know what you think about it? I found it a little bit lacking in some respects, but it was still a good game. Pretty good game still. What's that, buddy? What's that, Basil? He sees the camera and he's like investigating it. You guys see how big the whiskers are? That's almost, that can't be normal, can it? Like such big whiskers. Look at the size of the whiskers. So, what do you guys have planned for the week? Do you have anything exciting that you're looking forward this week? We got a bunch of games. We got another exciting conversation with a guest on Saturday. No, you can't do that. That's illegal, Basil. Basil's trying to steal my little tissue bag here. You can't have it, buddy. You can't have it. I think whiskers are usually about the same width of their bodies. That way they can test if they can fit in small gaps. Dude, no, the whiskers are bigger than the width of his body. I think there's something... Our tuxedo cat has super long whiskers as well. I think maybe that's a trait. That's like a common trait. Right? Kitty time. What's up, Indifference? Welcome back. How's your day going? Maybe tuxedo cats just have big mustaches? I think so. I think so. Get it, buddy. Get it? A fancy whiskey tasting in aid of bushfire relief tonight. Tonight? Oh, that's nice, dude. I heard the bushfires got a bit better. I heard you guys got a little bit of rain. It's Basil. I'm happy for that, man. Oh, he stole it from me. He got it. I think you've been a good boy. You deserve another treat, buddy. Let's give you another treat. But there's a rub, and the rub is we gotta do baby Basil time for that. Okay? Come on, baby Basil time. It's okay, buddy. It's worth it for the treat. Here we go. Oh, yeah! You got it. Isn't it flooding in some areas now? Is it? Damn, dude. He's looking for the tiny Christmas tree. Oh, he got it, man. There was this one time I was doing a photo shoot, and he attacked the tree so badly. I had the tree as like a prop in the shot, and he attacked it so badly that it was never the same. It was never the same tree. Oh, man. You guys like a little Pink Floyd? Let's get some more volume in that bitch. Cheers, everybody. This is a cover I did on one of my favorite songs, Wish You Were Here, by Pink Floyd, of course. ODM, welcome back. Who doesn't like Pink Floyd exactly? That's almost like a litmus test. If somebody doesn't like Pink Floyd, that's a red flag, isn't it? Golf ball hail destroyed stuff in Canberra, and parts of my state flooded. Shit, man. Yeah, you guys can't catch a break. It's so rough. Oh. Australia is one of those tough places, man. You gotta be You gotta be a real person. You gotta be sturdy to make it out there. It's almost like the Philippines. Those guys are getting struck by hurricanes, earthquakes, storms, volcano eruptions. Speaking of, Pokedo, welcome back. Cheers. I hope you're doing well. So this is an example of my music. If you guys dig it, make sure to follow. Okay? Because we do music stuff. We do jams on stream, so we compose jams together on streams. We do improvisation. We do karaoke. We do singing. So if you like that stuff, make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm thinking of doing that this weekend, actually. So, hello, cat. I saw the ODM was showing me, and you showed me earlier, the logo you did for ODM. It's very good. Looks very clean. I like it. You're very good with that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get into that. I've been studying how to create like simple animations. So for example, the thing you see pop up here sometimes that says like follow, you know, that kind of thing, learning how to create those little animations. And it's so cool. So I'm learning so much. I've learned like 3 different programs that do that kind of thing. Right now, I'm learning DaVinci Resolve because it's free, Night Owl. Originally, I did After Effects because I had the trial on it. But the pricing is so stupid in the Adobe products. The pricing is so stupid. You have to pay every month a bunch of money. I do have Premiere Elements, which comes bundled with Photoshop Elements, and that's a decent price. That's like $50 for both, and that's good value because those are good programs at that price. DaVinci is great, especially for editing stuff as well. Yeah, it's so crazy, right? You pay for it, but I mean, to some extent, you make a living out of that shit, right? Like you're a real filmmaker, so that makes sense. But DaVinci Resolve is really cool, man. It's really impressive. All of the shit you can do in it. You can do video editing like Premiere, and you can also do like animations, like I was talking about, like what's called keyframing typically. So you take images and you can change them over time and create animations over time. Very cool stuff. Very exciting to learn all of that. The other thing that I created is a very simple animation for the follow. So let me just replay the follow so you guys can see it. So that's an animation I created with our logo for a follow. By the way, Merch Hound, I didn't pick up on your follow there. Welcome to the gang. I'll say almost. My film stuff doesn't quite cover all my bills yet. It's getting there. That's awesome, dude. I downloaded DaVinci Resolve but haven't tried it yet. Oh, it's really cool. Oh, Joel. Did you unfollow and follow, Joel? I like the subtle lighting on the sword. Oh, you caught it? It's very subtle, isn't it? I might do more with it. For now, it's a very basic first version. Let me replay it for you guys. You'll see it's a very simple animation. But, you know, it's just a gateway to like more stuff. Also, I really like dynamic elements that can pop up sometimes, so we'll be doing a lot of creative stuff with that. Very, very excited. And actually, I think this is famously Pokedo's favorite song from my songs. I remember the old days. How many years has it been, Potato, since we became friends? It's about 2 years now? 3 years? Probably around 3 years by now. Right? So, another thing that's coming is DaVinci Not So Demanding. I don't know about that. Try it out. It's free, so you can download it and try it for free, Potato. Hopefully it works in your Potato PC. But the other thing that I'm getting into the stream soon is some new sound effects. I have a whole bunch of new sound effects for comedy stuff whenever there's something silly, but also like some other cool sound effects that are gonna be a part of the streams real soon. Preparing all of that stuff. Almost 3 years now. Damn, that time just flies, doesn't it? Adobe products are super demanding. I actually have no idea. I'm privileged. I have a beastly PC. It just runs everything. I totally thought you said something inappropriate when you said PC. Okay. Understood. The software probably isn't. It just depends on what footage you're putting into it. Playing back and rendering might be a struggle. That's right, yeah. But the playback, you can use proxy files, right, for the playback, and what that means is like lower res versions of those. So I think that might help. I don't know. Try it out. It's a great program. Even if you can't use it for video editing, you can do it. You can use it for animations and stuff. It's very cool. If you learn how to use the proxies, then it'll make it a lot easier. Yeah, in Premiere there's an option for that. I don't know about DaVinci Resolve. I still haven't tried video editing in it because I'm so happy with Premiere elements for video editing. It's simple, it has everything I need, and the rendering quality is exceptional. So that's really important for me. In other editors, I was getting some poor rendering. I was getting a lot of artifacts in my render, even like at very high bit rates. It was pretty insane. So when I use After Effects, I have it on 50% playback. I wonder what elements is missing compared to full Premiere Pro. So I think it's things like image processing, color grading options. There's some basic stuff for that, but it's all pretty basic. A lot of the features are packaged in like a basic way, like a user-friendly way. But if you're a real pro, you want a color grade with a, just full detail. So you can color grade, but it's like a very basic tool, Also, I'm not good at all at color grading. The extent of my color grading is just white balance. So I take something white, maybe I'll take my gamepad and see, does this look white? Looks white to me. That, that's the extent of my color work. Also, I'm slightly colorblind, which doesn't help with color work at all. Okay, boomer. But so far I'm very happy, man. I mean, dude, I've had really good results with some of the. I can show you guys some of the shots I'm getting with my new G7 camera. I'm really happy with it. For someone who's totally new into using a real camera, like some pretty good stuff, guys. Let me go to some of my material that I've filmed here, and I can show you. So this is one of my latest videos where it's kind of weird to have myself twice in the window, but here I'm reviewing a controller, and I got some juicy footage of the controller. Look at that. Look, it's not professional, but it's pretty juicy, guys. It's pretty juicy footage. I even have a slide for the camera. Look at that juicy slide action. Were you guys ready for that? Nobody's ready for that, man. What lens is in your G7? Because you're getting a decent shallow depth of field. So this is a f1.7 lens. I can look up the exact model, but it's a 24 millimeter on the cropped, 4/3 sensor, as you say. So it's a decent wide angle. It's also quite close, like it's at arm's length. I could have it further away if I wanted, but it gets everything I need in the shot. So I also then have this, as you can tell, I'm already addicted to camera work because I already have 3 lenses. This other lens here, I can show you a bit more of a close-up here, is a, what was it, this one? The exact millimeter. Sorry, this is a 25 millimeter. The one I'm using right now is a, I think it was like a 14 millimeter. I forget the exact number. I think it was a 14 millimeter. This is a 25. And this actually gives me a pretty close-up shot. So when we use it up there, this gives me a very intimate shot, you know? Which is not always desired, but it's kind of cool for interviews or when we do the ACG International podcast. It gives me a very nice, intimate shot. And also it's great for product shots. So if I'm doing like a review of a product, this works great. And then of course, I have my kit lens, which is such good value, guys. It's insanely good value. When you buy it in the pack, it basically costs you like $50 inside of the pack. And it gives you, I'll show you another one of my videos here. Jonny, affiliate link your camera through Amazon Associates, make money if people buy it through your link. That's awesome, dude. Do I need to have like a minimum amount of subs to do that? That would be awesome. But yeah, so the lens I have right now is an f1.7 aperture. So it's very high aperture, a lot of light going into it, works very well. And as you say, gives me that nice blur in the background, which I love. You guys might not see it with the small camera, but if you look at my background, both the beam and the lights and stuff are slightly blurred. Gives it that very nice artistic effect and great separation of subject and background. Awesome stuff. And this lens, guys, is absolutely awesome. The kit lens that comes is a 12-60, and so it gives you the zoom, right? So you can zoom in all the way to 60, and it's not very high aperture. It doesn't have the most amazing specs, but what it does is at a very cheap price, it gives you the opportunity to learn how to use lenses and find out how a 12 millimeter looks in your camera, or maybe a 24. Oh, did you guys catch that in the video? Look at Basil attacking the Christmas tree. This is what I was talking about. Look at the tree. This is when it starts to be ravaged by Basil. For now, he's just mildly curious. But it gets a lot worse. You can just set up an Amazon affiliate account. I'll look into that, Night Owl. Thank you for that, guys. That's a great suggestion, actually, because I do a lot of product reviews. So I think that would actually be a cool way to get some extra income. I have one. I've made a few extra pounds from my videos on YouTube because of it. Dude, what's your channel, Night Owl? Link it here, man. I didn't know you already had a channel. Take it easy, Johnny. Also, if you need a hunter, I'm on. I'll help out in Monster Hunter. Panty, I don't know if you're already in my Discord. Are you? If you're not, definitely join. And we do like voice chat co-op for several games there, and we have a blast. So would invite you to join us. Ranch says Basil wants some presents. I got him a whole cat tree. Ranch. I got him like a big cat tree house. He can't complain. 2420 equivalent, not bad range to be honest to learn. Exactly. So it gives you a lot of options, you know? Like you learn what it is you need. So for example, if you stream with this and you say, actually, the shot that I want is 20 millimeters on this. So then you know you can buy. Sorry for my mug. Let's remove that. So then you know you can buy what's called a prime lens, which is a lens without the ability to zoom, right? So you buy a prime lens of the exact length you know you need, but you don't know this in advance. That's why the kit lens is so good, because you play with it and you learn how to use your camera, and when you're confident, you get exactly the lens you want, and because it doesn't have any zoom, it's not as pricey. So you can get something like very high aperture with, you know, just very high quality glass in general for relatively less price. So this is one of the music videos that I do as an example, just to show you guys the slide that I'm working with. So you guys can see here, the camera, the G7, which I'm using right now, is on that slide. It gives me that close shot, in addition to the webcam that gives you the wide. And that slide is so cool. That's the coolest thing. So you have the camera on the slide, and it gives you this, you know, well, sliding action. At first I was like, how do people do this? It's incredibly smooth, you know? Motorized sliders are so good. I love it, dude. It's so cool. I even thought about maybe having it up, like, so have my camera for the stream move, but I thought it would be too distracting and overkill. Good for moving time lapses as well. Yeah. So I haven't done any outdoors stuff for now. It's all been like indoors shooting. But yeah, man, I love this is a great camera, guys, by the way. It's quite cheap when it's on sale. It gives you up to 4K if you want to do 4K, or just 1080p 60. It has an input jack for the mic. I might do like a quick review on it, even though there's a lot of it out there already on YouTube. So it's a great little camera. There are some other options, like I know Night Owl, you suggested some other alternatives, like the Sony 5100 is a good like bang for your buck, isn't it? And it gives you way better autofocus, which this camera isn't great at, autofocus. But as a streamer, you really don't need much autofocus. Does it have the 2959 record limit? It doesn't. No. Not in Europe, at least. I think it might be different in the States. The cameras have like slightly different variations depending on where you get them. Tornado of Souls. Oh yeah. No, this was actually just an original song, Indifference. But I do have a video playing Symphony of Destruction, the solo from that. One of my favorite solos. Alright guys, this is where we will leave it for today. I really appreciate everybody who stopped by, and it's been great chatting it out, talking everything from Twitter to nippy sex and all of that stuff. We'll head over. You know, rating is not just a courtesy. it really means a lot, right? I always remember like the first time I got rated, and it took a long time for me to actually get rated. And I know not everybody appreciates it, but the feeling when somebody chooses you, like a Pokemon, out of all the options, to raid, they've chosen you. So if we can deliver that experience to someone today, I will call it a good day. So my choice today, the Pokemon I choose, is Artie Quinzel. She is working on going full-time on streaming. So if you will do me the kindness of going with me over there and sharing a few nice words, make someone's day marginally better today. How about that? And as always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.